Thanks for tuning in. Today I wanted to share my Chanel collection. These are just some of the things that I have collected over the past few years. They span from bags, shoes, accessories, and also span vintage and pre-loved to brand new from the boutique. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, or feel free to ask me on Instagram, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. So the first piece that I ever purchased from Chanel and added to my collection was this half moon walnut chain. It has the silver hardware and is in the black caviar leather. I got this in 2013 and I believe they discontinued this in 2014, but don't quote me on that. I know it's discontinued, but I'm not sure exactly what year they discontinued this model. It has gone through a lot. It has gotten stuff spilled on it and wiped off. It's been through the rain. It's been through all sorts of things, but it is pretty impeccable. And I love this magnetic closure. I love how roomy it can be, and you can just see the card slots and standard zip pocket and some of the slip pockets that it has. But this fits a ton. I sometimes fit it with my wallet and like a lipstick and some other bits and bobs in here. Sometimes if I need some more space, I'll use the card slots for my wallet and fill it in and be able to fit my sunglasses and some extra like keys and other things in here. But this is tried and true. I just really love this piece. I don't think it's too small. I do think it fits and all my essentials that I would need just to be out and about. The second piece that I added to my collection in 2014 is this beauty right here. This is my Chanel vintage jumbo in the black caviar leather with the real gold plated hardware and the vertical quilted stripes. And you can see it has the extra large CC in the front, and the vertical stripes continue to the back, and there's a slip pocket in the back here too. I purchased this is vintage, so I purchased this one pre-loved off of Mallory's.com, and I love it. It's in really great condition for how old it is, and I truly believe that some items were made better back in the day. But I wanted to add a classic shape and size to my collection, and at the time I wasn't a huge fan of the typical like diamond quilt that Chanel does, so I was looking at what other things there could be, and I saw this vertical stripe and I fell in love. I love that it was such a classic piece, but it had a little bit of a twist to it. I also love that there was a single flap. You can see I have some stuffing in there, but I just love that it's a single flap. I just didn't think I would work well with the double flap. I thought it would just add too much bulk and like be cumbersome to open my bag and things like that. So when I came across this, I went ahead and I grabbed it, and I love it. Admittedly, I don't use this as much anymore. I think it's because I'm much more into smaller bags now, but if I need a larger bag, this is definitely one of my go-to. Then the third bag that I added to my collection is this seasonal piece right here. I purchased this in 2015, and it's in this lovely blue color with the ruthenium hardware and kind of like a mini size chain that they have on the boy bags with the leather shoulder bits. I fell in love with this color and combination of the ruthenium hardware. I was warming up to the diamond quilt, so I was looking for a bag that had this kind of quilt in it. And I also really like small bags, so I was thinking about getting a mini, but when I walked into the Neiman Marcus one day, I saw this and I fell in love with the color pretty much. That's really what sold me. And the size and kind of the edginess with the ruthenium hardware, so I decided to go with this one. This bag, you can see, has two compartments and a zip compartment in the middle, and it's fabric lined. It's in this like iridescent sheepskin, they called it on the box, but it's another gorgeous piece. And I also love that I can wear this multiple ways, so I can pull the strap back, sling it on my shoulder, I can use the two straps on my shoulder, I can use it on the crook of my arm, and I can also hold it like this if I need to. So this is a really versatile bag, fits all of my essentials, and I really like it. The last piece of my handbag collection is this. I call this my unicorn bag. It's a gorgeous iridescent purple, I guess. This I bought in 2017, again from Neiman Marcus. I randomly walked in one day, was looking to see what they had. I just asked if they had any wallets on a chain, and out of the closet came this beauty, and I just could not resist. And it has a pocket on the back. It also has the rainbow color hardware, if you can see. I just love all the colors in it. I also love, so this is a Reissue wallet on a chain because it has a reissue lock. I also like that it has this lock and not the push button closure that can otherwise come in this like rectangular size. It just seems so cumbersome to try to like do and undo every time. The inside looks pretty classic, but it has the beautiful purple color on the inside, and I just love it. This is in the lambskin, so I was a little concerned that this might show some more wear, but as a lot of people say, the lambskin is actually not that delicate, or at least I don't think so, or maybe I was just lucky with the one that I got. Some of the corners up here are like a little bit, but that's because I wore this all winter, pretty much with all of my like winter coats, and I don't baby it at all. I just sling it on, and I just like go do everything that I have to do. Moving on to shoes, I just have one pair of shoes to show you, and those are these right here. These are the Chanel Slingbacks. They're in a gorgeous metallic silver with a black cap toe in the front. I bought these at a Barney's, and it was in 2016, I think that's right, when the Slingbacks came in and were being like all the craze at the time. And I saw them mostly in like a black and black, or like a beige and black combination. I might have even seen like a navy and black up until that point. And so while I liked the shape and I thought these would be nice for work, I just thought they might look a little too matronly for me. And then one day in the Barney's, I just saw this color combination. I thought it was so fresh. I thought it was so young. I really fell in love with that and just had to have them. I got these in a 38.5, which I heard Chanel shoes run kind of small, so I went up a little bit, and I would recommend doing that. The next category are accessories, and I have 3 pieces to show you. The first one comes in this little box right here. This I got in 2015. Actually, my mom gifted this to me for my birthday, which was really kind of her. And they're just these classic CC with the little rhinestones in them. I'm happy to report that none of these rhinestones have fallen off, but I did have one fall off within the first week that I got these, so I went back to the Bloomingdale's that I purchased them from, and they were nice enough to replace them for me. The second piece comes in this box, and it's from 2016. I wanted to add a brooch to my collection, and so I got this beauty, and I wasn't looking for one that had a lot of crystals or rhinestones or just crazy things on it, because I was afraid they might fall off. So I really like that this was really simple. It just has light gold hardware that can lean silver sometimes, and had like the leather running through it. It just seems so simple, so classic, but still had enough of a punch to it. I need to wear this more often, so I should do that this year. That should be my goal this year. The last accessory piece comes in another small box, and this is from last year. I got this, I believe, September of last year, and they are these gorgeous crystal drop earrings. That's what I call them. I don't know what the official name is, sorry. But I got this the fall of last year. I just love that there was a bit of sparkle to them, and they were bigger crystals, so I was a little less concerned that they might fall out. They seem like they're not overly flashy, like they seem like they could be, but when you actually put them against your ear, they just add a really pretty sparkle and a nice drop to them. So I saw these in the boutique, and I was like, all right, these are coming home with me. I have one piece from Ready to Wear. I'm sure it won't be my last piece, but that's what this is right here. It's this long wool blend blazer, I call it. It's a long line blazer in this black and white pattern, but from afar it kind of leans gray. And they all have these really gorgeous buttons. And there's a single button in the center, and then the other sleeve also has this kind of a button. And this is just a really classic piece. I'm still on the lookout to add a black blazer to my collection, but in due time I'm sure I'll find one that I love. This one is just really great for transitioning seasons as just plain outerwear. But it can also wear it inside. In the dead of winter, you could wear this as like your indoor like jacket or sweater and have another coat on top. But I think this is from the 2014-2015 cruise collection that happened in Singapore, and I purchased this pre-love from the Real, and I thought it was a great price for what it was and the condition that it was in, so I just went ahead and jumped at the opportunity to add this to my collection. So those are all of my Chanel pieces that I have in my collection today. I'm sure there will be some new additions in time to come, but just wanted to share some of the items that I have in case anybody wanted some eye candy. Or also in case anybody has any questions on any of the particular items that I have, I'm happy to answer them. Again, you can just leave them down below, or feel free to ask me on Instagram, and I'd be happy to help out where I can. Also, if you like this video, I plan to post videos every Sunday, and so stay tuned for next Sunday where I will be sharing my Hermes collection that I have. And also in the description box below, I want to leave the links of some of the other inspirational YouTubers that I follow, that I've watched for years, and they were the ones who really inspired me to start my own channel. I'm sure a lot of you already know them and already follow them, but the odd chance that you haven't seen somebody, I want to leave them down below so you can check them out and you can get inspired by them as well. So until next time.